Hey everyone, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. Today I am doing a new moon reading for all the signs. So I looked up like how this new moon may be impacting all of the zodiac signs. So I'll share that, and then I have specific placements for the cards that Spirit has guided me to. And then I also pulled just my tray of decks just in case Spirit is leading me to any other ones. Timestamps will be included in the description box, and I will see you at your sign. All right, Aries, hope you're doing well. Welcome to your new moon reading. So this new moon in Gemini is really calling us to focus on communication, how we connect with those things in our life, those things, people, situations in our life, and then embracing potential opportunities that we're wanting to embrace or that present themselves to us. For your sign specifically, this is falling in your communication zone. So expressing your ideas, and then also like how do we nurture our relationships. So I'm going to keep that in mind as I get into your spread. So the first placement is the overarching theme for your reading. So let's get Spirit, show me that Aries energy, overarching theme for Aries during this new moon in Gemini. So overarching theme at the present time for Aries. Show me that Aries energy. What does Aries need to know about communication, the way that they are communicating, how they're expressing their ideas and thoughts? I'm hearing, which yeah, ideas are thoughts, right? But how are you expressing those? What should you potentially be manifesting during this time? And then also how you're nurturing your relationships through your expressions. So let's see that Aries energy, overarching theme for Aries at the present time. What's the overarching theme for Aries at the present time? Let's do two more. Overarching theme for Aries at the present time. One more, Spirit, overarching theme for Aries at the present time. All right, overarching theme for Aries at the present time. Overarching theme for Aries at the present time. The sword just came up, so that's your thoughts. Okay. The forest and the dead end. Okay. So, and then the desert. Yeah, I was getting that sense. I feel like in these two cards, and the dead end is in reverse. It came up in the reverse. The forest and the dead end. I feel like with these two cards, it's really calling you to kind of see the forest from the trees, right? Or see the trees from the forest. I don't know what that saying is, but finding your way through, right? The desert that was on the split when I split the deck. The desert calls us to rely on our resources, and then being able to kind of use those resources to get us out of difficult circumstances or situations in our life. And I see that with the dead end in the reverse. Perhaps you felt like you haven't been able to move. Perhaps you felt like you've been in a very stagnant space, but the forest, literally the compass, is like showing you the way out, right? So I think acting on perhaps the guidance that has been given to you regarding where you've been, and I'm almost hearing like the promptings that have been showing you the way. So really acting upon the way that has been shown to get yourself out of this stagnant energy. Let me get more on this for you. Can I get more on the forest and the dead end for Aries Can I get more on the dead end and the forest? Yeah, okay, so coming out of a space of lack of hope and endings, breakage. So we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. So not feeling hope in a situation. And I see that directly aligned with that dead end because they're all in the reverse. So you were feeling very stagnant because you weren't feeling hopeful, right? You were feeling like an outsider, feeling that breakage, that loss, feeling left out in the cold perhaps, but definitely a breakage and a lack of hope here. But that is ending. And why? Because the Magician is here as well as the Four of Swords. That's healing energy, that's manifesting. Remember how I said the Desert card calls us to use all the resources? That's what the Magician does. The Magician uses all the tools that they have, including communication, expressing your thoughts and the ideas, in order to move forward. So though you may be Nine of Wands, wounded warrior energy. Wounded warrior is, I've experienced a lot. It's been very difficult, but the wounded warrior is not, the Nine of Wands is not the 10. The 10 is like, this is becoming so heavy that I need to drop it. I need to drop this weight. I need to remove this baggage. The Nine of Wands is different. The Nine of Wands is like, yes, I don't want to repeat the same things that have not given me progress, but I still have stamina to move forward. And I believe that's because you've been in a rest state. So perhaps this stagnant state has actually lended to rest, rejuvenation, perhaps clarity. We see that all in the Four of Wands, I said Four of Wands, in the Four of Swords. So resting your thoughts, making sense of them. You've been manifesting this. Okay. All right. So I see you're now feeling like, okay, I've done the rest. I have the stamina to move forward, even though it's difficult. I'm manifesting healing in my life. And then the Queen of Pentacles just wanted to show itself. Queen of Pentacles, I've nurtured myself. Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy, especially of the self. It can be of others. So the Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing to like our families, our homes, our stability. But it's really about self-worth and self-nurture. Okay, so I feel like you are ready to start taking action towards finding that pathway out of this rest state into action, which is good because this new moon is calling you to communication and expression, and then like nurturing, right? That Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, excellent. So the energy supporting you right now. Let's see what the energy is supporting you right now. Can I see the energy supporting Aries at the present time? Energy supporting Aries at the present time. Energy supporting Aries at the present time. Energy supporting Aries at the present time. Let's do two more, Spirit. Energy supporting Aries at the present time. I just heard action. Action. That's what's going to support you at the present time. Energy supporting Aries at the present time. Two of Wands, making a decision to take action, right? Taking action, and I'm almost sensing like you have two different roads that you can go down, right? One is um, going to lead to light. The other, not that it's not going to lead, it's not going to lead to darkness, but it's not as vibrant, right? We see that in the two options here. Both require, I'm hearing the same amount of strength. It's just, what do you want to use that strength for? And remember, strength, we can use strength to pull things towards us, or we can use it to like reject things. Let's see what this Two of Wands is for you. So this is supportive energy. So it's calling you to make a decision, and this will actually help you, right? Get out of the forest. Show me the Two of Wands for Aries. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Okay, so ultimate happiness, ultimate fulfillment, everything, literally the Ten of Pentacles. It did come up in the reverse. I feel like these are your two options. You can continue harmonizing with those that are in your life. So the Ten of Cups is everyone that we're connected to, that we provide support to, that we expect them to provide the same to us. So this is family, this is friends, this is partnerships. Ten of Pentacles is ultimate abundance. This is our tree of life. This is our legacy. These are the roots that we plant in our life. So we have ultimate happiness on one side, and then we have ultimate abundance, but it was in the reverse on the other side. So I feel like whatever was your tree of life, your Ten of Pentacles, this is your foundation. This is the thing that we invest in and we nurture and we expect to grow into ultimate abundance and prosperity for ourselves. This is the decision. And then I see the Hermit energy at the bottom of the deck, meaning you've taken a lot of time, I feel like, in that resting state, that stagnant state, to examine this choice. And now the supportive energy is to make a decision. Ten of Cups in the upright, or Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Can this be fixed? Can my tree of life that there's been a breakage in, Page of Wands, Five of Pentacles in the reverse, can it be harmonized? Can it fit into the greater context within my circle, I'm hearing? Okay. All right. Let's see the energy challenging you right now. Let's see energy challenging Aries right now. Energy challenging Aries. Energy challenging Aries. Energy challenging Aries at the present time. What has been the challenging energy for Aries? Page of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is an energy, Page of Swords is an energy of just observing, but not taking action. So I feel like that stagnant energy that we saw in the dead end, that is the challenging energy. So Page of Swords, it's like, I'm watching, I'm looking at this decision that needs to be made, but I'm not taking action. And the Page of Swords is, they don't take action because they don't have enough insight. So I'm glad that that Hermit energy showed itself. I feel like here Spirit is calling you. You need to really tap into that Hermit energy and gain more insight so that you can confidently take action. Page of Swords, it's like, I have these thoughts in my head. I know that this decision needs to be made. I have the thoughts in my head. Ace of Pentacles, solid offering, rebuilding, or starting anew, right? but I don't have enough insight to be able to do something about it. But this new moon is challenging you to do just that, expressing what those ideas are, right? Can I see more about this Page of Swords for Aries? Can I see more about this Page of Swords for Aries? Yeah, Death in the reverse. I don't have enough insight about the ending. Or I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, there's been so much anxiety and stress and worry that you've experienced surrounding this Wheel of Fortune, but change is coming. And at the bottom of the deck, the Sun. Lessons about happiness. Change is available to you so that you can, when you make those changes, feel the sun. And whatever that change may be for you, it may be that, you know what, I'm going to choose my 10 of Cups and I'm going to leave this breakage the way that it is. It's caused me too much anxiety. I still don't have enough insight on it, and I want to move forward into a state of happiness. That could be it. Or it could be the opposite. It could be, you know what, I want to transform what has been broken. And I'm willing to, you know, get out of my head in regards to this and to move forward towards what will bring me happiness and warmth and joy in my life. Okay. And there's the Ace of Pentacles again, wanting to show itself. So a solid offering, either for a new beginning for yourself or a new beginning in trying to find yourself your way out of the forest, right? Out of stagnation. Okay, so with every challenge, we also have that supportive energy, right? And then, so with that, there's always something to pull down from, to assist us in the present moment, in the present situation. Ooh, okay. Can I see what Aries can pull down from at the present time for assistance? What can Aries pull down from at the present time for assistance? What can Aries pull down from at the present time for assistance? Six of Swords, calm the waters. The Six of Swords is an energy of being able to move from one state to another state, and it's often in our mind, but it's also physical, right? So Swords is mental energy, but taking our thoughts from perhaps shadow into light. And I say that because the devil is here, right? Which is our fears, our insecurities, it's our unhealthy patterns, it's the things that keep us chained, that keep us held back. And then here we have the Four of Cups, which is unhappiness. So moving from a state of unhappiness and unhealthy patterns and holding ourselves back, right, to a space of passion. Here is the Ace of Wands. Passion, new beginnings, right? And then literally 10 of Pentacles in the 10 of Pentacles, which is in the reverse down here. So I feel like here Spirit is saying what you can pull down from is getting out of a negative mindset and a mindset that remains in the shadow self, the dark aspects of ourself, into that natural flow, especially that natural fire for you, Aries. And that is what leads to stability, the tree of life, prosperity, abundance, right? It's about the mind here. So Spirit's calling you, what you can pull down from is to have a positive mindset. Sharp truth, accepting it, Ace of Swords. Okay. And then let's see what you don't see coming. All right, what does Aries not see coming in the present situation? What does Aries not see coming in the present situation? What does Aries not see coming in the present situation? Does Aries not see coming in the present situation? Let's do two more. What does Aries not see coming? Wands, that is difficult. 7 of Wands. The Fool. Okay, that although it may be difficult and it's been something that you've resisted, the Fool energy is here. Taking a leap of faith. The Fool energy is calculated risk. To enter into a journey of new beginning. It looks like it's been very difficult for you to do. It looks like you've resisted it at all costs. But the Fool energy, that's the action. You're taking the action. And remember, tarot doesn't dictate action, you do. It's your choice. This is just where the energy is pointing right now, is that even though it's difficult and even though you've resisted it, you are going to be like the Fool. And I'm being drawn to this rainbow here. It's like to lend towards that brightness, right? That illumination, towards, look at, and literally the rainbow is on the Fool and on the Forest card. So moving through the shadow into abundance and prosperity, the light, and the Fool is ready to take action towards that. Okay, can I see more about this Fool? Ooh, the Tower, there's that sharp insight. Remember, I seen it, the Ace of Swords. This is the sharp insight. The Tower is coming in. That's why you don't see it coming. It's where illusions and delusions come down. And what remains is truth for your highest good. The Tower is always meant for our highest good, no matter how uncomfortable it is. So the Tower is coming in. Let me see more about that Tower. Ace of Cups, regarding love, regarding your own love, your own heart. Queen of Wands, you're going to take action towards it. Three of Cups, connecting and reconnecting. Three of Cups can be reunion energy. So you don't see this coming. It is coming in a Tower. The fullness of heart specifically, and the insight that you gain about your heart and where your heart leads you, right? And this new moon is calling you to expression, and then nurturing connections, nurturing relationships. So I do see that coming. And then let's look at your potential outcome. I'm actually being called to this deck again. Can I see the potential outcome? And this is the aspect that has the most potential to change, right? Because this is just energy. This is the current energy, which energy changes all the time, you know, based on our own actions, based on our own behaviors, based on our own decisions. But let's see, what is the potential outcome right now based on the current energy for Aries? Potential outcome for Aries. I'm hearing flow. Potential outcome for Aries. Spirit, am I supposed to use this deck? I'm seeing synergy. 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 Can I get more on this? Potential outcome. The Fool, the Tower, and the Three of Cups. Yeah. Three of Cups again. That reunion energy, that connecting energy. There's the Tower again. There's going to be sharp insight gained about what you want to do and what actions you want to take, the Fool, towards that passionate new beginning. So thank you for repeating. Literally over here, the Fool energy, the Tower, Ace of Cups. So an understanding of your heart space, and the amount of love that you have. And then over here, Three of Cups, the Tower, the Fool. Like, I know what I want to do and I'm going to take action, right? So I see you going from a stagnant state to, in the outcome, a state that's ready to take action, and it's based on sharp insight. There's the Ace of Swords again. So I have Tower, Tower, Ace of Swords, sharp truth, hard truths, hard-earned truths, right? Okay. Let's get advice for you. Let's get advice for Aries. Advice for Aries. Fulfillment and focus. Yeah, focus on what it is that you desire. Remember that the light side of your mind, not the devilish side, not the sadness side. Focus on the fulfillment that you're wanting for yourself in this situation. So there's a lot of attention here to the mind. Spirit's calling you to, it's your choice. It's your choice what aspect of the mind you want to lean into, because the mind is what dictates the action, right? Okay, Aries, I hope that this helped you. Happy new moon in Gemini, and take care. All right, Leo, hope you're doing well. I'm just clearing off the board from Aries. Spirit, Help me clear the energy from Aries. And we'll get into Leo's energy. All right. So let me just give a quick shuffle to these. Leo, 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 how are you? All right, so the new moon in Gemini is challenging us in communication, really having us question how we connect with others, and then embracing opportunities, being able to hone in on opportunities that we want to embrace and those that we don't want to, right? For you specifically, Leo, I looked up everybody's sign and see how it could potentially be impacting them. Leo, yours is in the friendship sector and your social life, as well as your aspirations. So that made a lot of sense to me as we're approaching Leo season. As a Leo sun myself, I always see my own energy kind of like experiencing an uptick as we near Leo season. So let's see what comes out for you in terms of friendships, connections, social life, and potentially aspirations that you have in your life. I'm starting off with the overarching theme for your reading. Spirit, can I get overarching theme for Leo? Thank you for presiding over this reading for Leo, Spirit. I appreciate you. Thank you for the promptings and for your signs and synchronicities that you draw attention to. You might be experiencing signs and synchronicities right now, Leo. That's not usually something that I say at the beginning when I'm talking to Spirit, but that's what came out. Let's see, theme for Leo, overarching theme for Leo at the present time for this new moon in Gemini. Overarching theme in terms of Leo and their aspirations, their friendships, their social life at the present time, the connections. I've seen the shadow card twice for you. Not necessarily the shadow card, but light and dark has come up twice. So shadow selves versus the light self. All right, let's see, one more, Spirit. Leo and the overarching theme for this new moon in Gemini. Leo, overarching theme for this new moon in Gemini. One flipped. The vessel. There's that shadow and the light. Ooh, the sustainer and the lover. The vessel, the lover, and the sustainer. I'm hearing, what are you going to cultivate? What aspirations are you going to cultivate? What connections are you going to cultivate? What is sustainable for you? What's aligned with your light aspects? What's aligned with your shadow aspects? And shadow isn't necessarily bad, right? Shadow, we should all know our shadow selves. But the shadow self in terms of things that are illuminated within the self, but that we come to appreciate and know how to work with, right? So it's kind of like knowing like the devil, right? Knowing the devil on your shoulder. If we know our devils, then we know how to combat them. Their negative polarity. The vessel, the lovers, the sustainer. What are you going to cultivate? The lover is obviously love. This could be a connection. The lovers is a spiritual, emotional connection. But it's meant to challenge us, right? Just like our shadow. And it's like, what do you do with this information? What do you do? It's almost, I'm hearing like, how do you cultivate the light within you? How do you sustain the light within you, even when feeling constricted? Interesting. I definitely want to get some on this. Spirit, can I get more on the vessel, the lover, the sustainer? So this is your theme for the reading, Leo. The vessel, the lover, the sustainer. The vessel, the lover, the sustainer. The vessel, the lover, the sustainer for Leo. Overarching theme. The vessel, the lover, the sustainer. Okay, so over here I'm seeing a lot of pain, a lot of conflict. Over here, I'm seeing sharp truth about your wish fulfillment and what would make you happy. Sharp truth gained, hard truth gained about your wish fulfillment. About the love of the self, just happiness. And in between, remember I said the shadow and the light? This is the light, right? Light based on truth, based in who you are, based in the desires of your heart, based in what makes you feel good, what makes you feel loved, understanding the love within you, understanding the desires of your heart, your aspirations, right? That's the light. And then over here is the shadow, the pain, the conflict, 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and then literally in between them is cooperation and harmony. So how can you integrate conflict and pain into your truth in a way that uplifts, in a way that it's creating a new version of you, the sustainer, literally, like the hands are like molding, okay, what do I do with this? How do I do it? And what does it mean for me, right? And I feel like here Spirit is saying it's a choice, the lover. Very interesting. Okay, let's see your supportive energy right now. Can I see supportive energy for Leo? Supportive energy for Leo, the present time. Supportive energy for Leo at the present time. Supportive energy for Leo at the present time. That wants to show itself. 3 of Pentacles again. There's the cooperation and harmony. So the ability to cooperate and harmonize. So this is in your social life, in your friendship sector, in your aspirations. 3 of Pentacles can be work related. So take it as it resonates for you. Let's do 2 more. Supportive energy for Leo at the present time. 1 more. Supportive energy for Leo at the present time. All right. I love reading, like just being comfortable on my bed, but at the same time, it does get difficult with the cards. The Sun. There's you, Leo. I love this. The Sun. vibrant, energetic, illumination, things being illuminated, happiness. This is the supportive energy right now. The sun, feeling good, feeling vibrant. Remember I said like that uptick in energy, that's what this is, the sun. Let me see what the sun is for you. Show me the sun for Leo. Show me the sun for Leo. One more. Show me the sun for Leo. I love when you show up in your own reading, right? The sun. Ooh. Five of Swords. There's the conflict. The illumination. Queen of Cups. The sun again. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, the supportive energy is for you to get out of your head. So the Five of Swords can be mental anguish, right? Get out of your head surrounding unhappiness, something that disappointed you, something that perhaps was a betrayal, deceitful. Really see things clearly. And actually what I'm seeing here is also see the black and white of things, right? So High Priestess, really tap into your intuition regarding Seven of Swords and Four of Cups, overcoming the betrayal, and the sadness, the disappointment. So really getting out of your head about this and getting into your intuition. I feel like Spirit here is calling you to get out of that sword energy and tap into the self, and understand from an intuitive sense why things were disappointing. I feel like the sun is illuminating this for you, like why this occurred. And I think it's because you have so much love. Queen of Cups, the sun. You have so much love in you and to give. Queen of Cups, the sun. I could see this Queen of Cups as outside yourself. But it also could be within the self. Let me see. Is this Queen of Cups outside of Leo or is it within the self? Ace of Cups. I think it's it's outside yourself. There is love available to you with a Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is someone who knows their own heart, someone who has a fullness of heart, unconditional love. The sun. This is in your supportive energy right now. I think, especially with this full moon in Gemini, friendship sector, social life, aspirations. There's the King of Cups. Okay, there is the opportunity here for divine counterparts. So we have Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Sun. That's a beautiful expression of love and connection. Very, very cool and exciting. And I feel like Spirit here is saying, get out of your head and get into your heart, right? Because that is where Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Sun, King of Cups is there. And then we have the Lover up here, right? So get out of your head, tap into your intuition, and tap into the self. Really get grounded in your emotions. All right, that's the supportive energy. Let's see the energy that's challenging you right now. I'm seeing it definitely as probably sword energy, the energy of your mind, being able to make sense of things, being able to let things go from a mental standpoint. Let's see the energy challenging Leo right now. Energy challenging Leo at the present time. Energy challenging Leo at the present time. Energy challenging Leo. Let's do 2 more, Spirit. Energy challenging Leo, the present time. All right. Faith. Yeah, having faith that things are going to come for full circle. That there's a reason for everything, and that it was actually for your highest good, whatever it was. Judgment, having faith in making a judgment call, having faith in the lessons learned. I'm also once again seeing that full circle energy. Things have come full circle. Literally the world. What do we close out? What do we open again? Because with every ending is a new beginning. This is beautiful. Faith, judgment, the world. All right, let's take a look at those. Faith, judgment, the world. So this is the energy challenging you. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, what connections to nurture? Right? 2 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. What are those connections that I have in my life that I nurture? Which ones do I close off? Which ones do I begin? Right? Which ones do I move towards? Ooh, there's the Lovers. The Lovers, the Chariot, and the 6 of Wands. There's you showing up. 6 of Wands, the Lovers, the Chariot, knowing the connections that are spiritually, emotionally aligned with you. Which ones are sustainable? Which ones bring you confidence? Which ones help you feel seen? Which ones can you move towards in the heart, where there's a free expression of love and connection? Which ones do you nurture? All right, so that's what's challenging you right now. Let's see what you can pull down from. Let's see what you can pull down from at the present time to assist you. Can I see what Leo can pull down from at the present time to assist them in this present situation? At the present time, in the present situation. At the present time, in the current situation. What can Leo pull down from to assist them? Let's do 2 more, Spirit. What can Leo pull down from to assist them? What can Leo pull down from to assist them? The High Priestess showed itself. Which is your intuition. Nine of Swords. Interesting. I feel like getting yourself out of that headspace, right? Nine of Swords is like a trapped mental energy. It's overthinking. It's, I can't get out of my head. I'm worrying. I have a lot of anxiety. Can I get more on this Nine of Swords? Justice, Son of Pentacles. Literally. And there's, oh, how interesting. So on this Justice card, there's a sword of truth right in between the shadow and the light. And on the Son of Pentacles, there's this glimmer of light above the shadow, above the darkness. I feel like, and then look at literally the Sustainer card. It's like molding, right? It's incorporating like all these experiences, and it's being molded. It's being prepared, I'm hearing. And literally that same imagery is on the bottom of this Justice card. I don't know if you can see that far away. I'm hoping that you can. I'll see when I'm editing if I can zoom in on that. It's like incorporating the light aspects and the shadow aspects, and it's being molded into something beautiful. It's being molded into something balanced and something sustainable. So this is what is to pull down from, is to incorporate both aspects of the self and mold it into something beautiful that's just, that's right, that's correct within you and outside of you. Because then I feel like Spirit is saying when that happens, you're gonna see that light. And there's a pentacle there. There's the opportunity for stability, right? So interesting. Pull down from, and then Seven of Swords, like overcoming the mind. Like there's got to be an inner, like a median, right? Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups is like your personal wish fulfillment, right? The things that will make you happy. Nine of Pentacles is your self-worth. It's your abundance. It's, I feel like here Spirit is saying you incorporate these two aspects of the self. And you mold something beautiful. And this could be, because this new moon is challenging you in your connections, this could be finding the middle ground and creating almost like a gray space in between, and molding that into something that is balanced and correct within your connections. The Tower, insight about this. Very interesting. Okay, so let's see what you don't see coming. I'm actually going to use this deck again. All right, what does Leo not see coming? So this could be like a hidden energy. What does Leo not see coming? does Leo not see coming? What does Leo not see coming? What does Leo not see coming? Let's do one more. What does Leo not see coming? All right, what does Leo not see coming? Ace of Cups, the Fool, Seven of Swords. I feel like your resistance is going to come down to love, Ace of Cups, to taking risks towards feelings, right? Towards your emotions, towards the emotions of others. The Fool energy, it's like I'm willing to take those risks, those calculated risks. My resistance is going to come down to this. Perhaps you don't see love coming. We have the Lovers twice. Show me the Ace of Cups. Father of Pentacles, the Magician. Yeah, you're manifesting something stable. You're manifesting love that's stable, that's secure. Ooh, then there's the Mother of Pentacles, divine counterparts. You are manifesting divine counterparts. The Lovers, the Chariot, Six of Wands, something that you can move towards with confidence. You know it's equal, you know it's reciprocal, you know that it's spiritual, it's emotional connection. It's the Lovers is like a higher plane than just the Two of Cups relationship. Two of Cups is very, yes, it's equal, it's balanced, right? It's justice. It's I give to you, you give back to me. The Lovers is meant to teach us, to grow us, to challenge us in all the ways in this life that we need to be challenged. And the Lovers is, it's felt but not easily understood. It just is. I don't know how to describe it. The Hermit. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's see your potential outcome. Can I see the potential outcome for Leo in the present situation? Potential outcome for Leo in the present situation. Potential outcome for Leo in the present situation. Potential outcome for Leo in the present situation. Let's do two more. Potential outcome for Leo in the present situation. Potential outcome for Leo. Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. Feeling lit up. Look at this. Ace of Wands and the Sun. It's like, I'm going towards happiness. There's a spark of energy. Ace of Wands, you're lit up. What you don't see coming is that you're going to be lit up. Four of Swords, because of the healing that you've done. Let me see what you're lit up about. Oh, and then Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Ultimate happiness. These are all the connections that when we look out into the horizon that we want to see in our lives. They're people of significance in our life. This is our family. This is our friends. This is our work colleagues. It's anybody that we contract to emotionally. And so what you don't see coming is, or I'm sorry, potential outcome is that you are going to feel lit up and inspired by your 10 of Cups. Those connections in your life that you connect to. You know why you connect to them. You know what purpose they fulfill in your life. And you know what purpose you fulfill in theirs, right? So let's see here. So with this new moon really challenging you in terms of your connections, your social life, your aspirations, you are lit the F up. I love it. I love it. All right, show me that Ace of Wands and the potential outcome for Leo. Potential outcome for Leo, Ace of Wands. I just saw the Six of Cups wanting to pop out. Literally, it's right there. Six of Cups, this is soul bond energy. Someone that we have nostalgia with, somebody, memories of the past. Page of Wands, yeah, you're looking at it. Ooh, okay. Remember that Page of Wands that you showed me early on? You're looking at it with hope and enthusiasm and joy. This Six of Cups, and how it can be your ultimate abundance, your 10 of Pentacles. You're lit up for it. You feel like it's stable. You feel like it can grow to be something of significance. It can be part of your tree of life, part of your ultimate abundance. And literally you're making a judgment. Judgment, a call about this. Remember, we had faith, judgment in the world. And then there's the Ace of Wands again. So this is what's in your potential outcome. I love this for you. You're lit up for this. Whatever this connection is, it's a soul bond. Could be one that you've already connected to. Six of Cups typically relates to someone of our past. But you see this as stable. You're making a decision. You're lit up for it. You're making a judgment call for a passionate new beginning with this soul bond. Okay? This is beautiful. Let me get one more for you from this deck. Anything else about the potential outcome? Anything else about the potential outcome for Leo? Ripples, changes. Perhaps they started off as ripples. Mourn and nourish. Ripples, mourn, and nourish. Oh, what's really interesting in this ripples card is I see like two elements, right? They come together in unison, and then from there something new is born. So I feel like Spirit here is saying like nurture the growth and the sun in this connection. Mourn the tears, potentially things that have happened that have caused pain, but bringing both aspects together, right? Like that shadow and that light, finding the middle ground and nurturing literally the sun and the growth. I hope you can see this on the camera. I love this. All right, Leo, looks like you have a beautiful, beautiful, fired up expansion during this Gemini, new moon in Gemini time. All right. I hope that this helped you. Take care. All right, Sagittarius, hope you're doing well. Just clearing off the board from Leo. Okay, so for all the signs, I looked up how this new moon in Gemini might be impacting you. So the new moon in Gemini really is calling us to take a look at our communication, how we connect with others, and then what opportunities we embrace and why, and which ones we don't, right? So for Sag, your this new moon in Gemini is falling into your partnerships. So partnerships, self-expression, and romance. So let's see what comes out for you. I'm going to get started with an overarching theme for your reading, Sag. Spirit, please clear out any energy that is not of Sagittarius. Can we clear out the energy that is not associated with Sag and pull in Sag's energy? Thank you for presiding over this reading, Spirit. Thank you for the promptings. Thank you for clear and concise messages for Sag during this new moon in Gemini as it relates to partnerships, self-expression, and romance. Can I see Sagittarius energy at the present time? Sagittarius energy at the present time. Can I see Sagittarius energy at the present time? All right. Show me Saggy at the present time. Overarching theme for Sagittarius at the present time. Let's get two more. Overarching theme for Sag at the present time. All right, let's get overarching theme for Sag at the present time. The box at the bottom, sustainer. Leo just got this one. And the thread. What is going to sustain you? What do you need to pull on, right? The sustainer. The sustainer is about like literally that, right? Like what sustains us, but also like what are we nurturing? What are we growing? What are we molding in our lives? And then the thread. Where are we going? Where are we going? What thread do we pull on? Especially as it relates to your partnerships and romance. What's sustainable? I'm feeling this thread almost like a common thread to be pulled down from, both with yourself and with others. Like what's that common thread? What's the thread that is going to bring us to new heights? What's the thread that's balanced, I'm hearing, and I see that balance on the sustainer card. That's equal. Okay, let's get more on this. All right, what is this for Sagittarius? The thread, the sustainer. Can I see what this is for Sagittarius, Spirit? Can you give me more on this for Sag, the thread and the sustainer? The thread and the sustainer for Sag. The thread and the sustainer for Sag. The thread and the sustainer for Sagittarius. The thread and the sustainer for Sagittarius. The thread and the sustainer for Sag. Do two more. The thread and the sustainer for Sagittarius. One more. All right. What is this for Sagittarius? Overarching theme, the thread, the sustainer. Death in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. Two of Pentacles. Two of Cups. What do I do? I feel like some kind of ending has taken place, right? Death. What do I do to change? Possibly a connection with somebody, or I can see this as, so I have Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. So possibly, what do I do to bring about change and forward momentum in a particular connection? Or what lessons do I need to learn regarding connections? The thread. And I could see that with the thread, like what lessons do I need to pull down from, right, in my connections? Can I get more on this? Knight of Swords. There's the communication, the self-expression. It's like, how do I say something? I'm feeling that deeply. How do I say whatever it is that you're wanting to say? I feel like you're wanting to bring about change, though. How do I say what needs to be said and not hold myself back? Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Not sure what this is for you, Sag. It obviously relates to some connection. It looks like that connection has ended potentially, but it could be in a state of transformation. We have Death and Wheel of Fortune, which means transformative, right? Change is occurring. Page of Wands. You're looking at this with hope. The Hermit. You've done a lot of self-reflecting about this. You've gained insight. You've gained wisdom. You've done a lot of healing. The Hermit is a very healing energy. I'm hearing, what's the thread that connects us? And possibly there's insight for you in that, in terms of what's the thread that connects you, and then how do you express yourself from that space? Oh, there's something in that. How do you express yourself from that space of connection? What's the thread that connects you? What can you pull down from in order to express yourself? Judgment, and make the decision to do so. Okay, let's take a look at the energy supporting you right now. Can I see the energy supporting Saggy at the present time? Energy supporting Sagittarius at the present time. Energy supporting Sag at the present time. Can I see energy supporting Sag at the present time? Energy supporting Sagittarius at the present time. And actually, I'm being called to this deck here. Remember how I said, how do I say what needs to be said? Let me see what you're wanting to say. Our paths will always reunite. I wish we could be together forever. I miss you, but I don't have time right now, my beloved. I dream about a future with you. Okay, so something that you desire. Something that you desire. Perhaps that you're not wanting to speak about yet. Ten of Swords, because there's been a lot of pain and breakage. Okay, let's see the energy supporting you, Sag. See the energy supporting Sagittarius right now in this situation. Can I see the energy supporting Sagittarius in this situation? I just got this deck and I'm not wanting to like soften it. I want to keep it. So I'm shuffling a different way if you haven't noticed with this deck. It's also quite big for my hands. I have very tiny hands. So with these bigger, and they're really not even that big. This is like a traditional tarot size deck, but I really like the smaller cards because of my hand size. Anyway, all right. Energy supporting Sag. Let's do one more, Spirit. At the present time, energy supporting Sagittarius at the present time. All right. Ace of Cups, love. Love, an overflowing of heart, an overflowing amount of love within you. That's the energy supporting you right now, is that you have so much love in you. Look at Ace of Cups. What I find interesting on this depiction is the two individuals that are like holding up this cup of love. Love this. I love this for you. Love is supporting you right now. Ace of Swords, in the truth about it. I feel like you know the truth about the love in this situation. Show me that Ace of Cups. There's the Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're wanting to balance, and then there's the Queen of Cups. You're wanting to balance the situation after an ending or pain, right? We saw the Ten of Swords, we saw the death. I feel like it's an ending. And now the Five of Pentacles is here, but you are wanting to bring balance to the situation. So that is what is supporting you right now. All right. The desire, right, to bring balance. Let's see what's challenging you. Let me see what's challenging, Sag. Can I see what's challenging Sagittarius in this situation? I feel like it's the indecision because we have the Two of Pentacles here. And then we also have, like, literally, you're speaking, our paths will always reunite. I wish we could be together forever. And then my beloved, and you're saying, I miss you, but I don't have time right now. So there's like that imbalance in the desire versus the action. Oh, what did I just do here? Okay. Energy challenging Sag right now. Energy challenging Sagittarius right now. It can be quite difficult to shuffle on the bed. All right, that feels good. Energy challenging Sag right now. The Star, your deepest desire, your hope, your vision for the path forward. That's challenging you right now. And I get it. The Star is not easily obtained. You have to choose it over and over and over again. What did I say? Sustained. The sustainer. Look, what is going to sustain your vision and not get you into that space of indecision? What threads do you need to pull down from? Do you need to pull on to keep you going, right? The Star is not easily achieved because it requires us to choose it over and over and over again, no matter how difficult it may be. But it's our vision, our deepest desire in this life. All right, let's see the Star for Sag. Page of Swords. Something flipped. Ace of Wands. You're looking at this vision and you see it as a potential opportunity for a new beginning. The Page of Swords is observing it, right? Once again, not taking action. The Page of Swords doesn't have enough insight yet to take action, but you're looking at it as a potential opportunity for a new beginning. Interesting. Why isn't Saggy taking action? Because there's been a breakdown. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's been a breakdown to the stability. There's been a lot of conflict. There's been a lot of pain and a lack of growth. But the Tower is coming in, and I think this is where you're going to get that sharp insight that you need. The kind of insight that forces you to take action. Yeah, behind it is the Three of Wands, which is hope and anticipation for the future. Okay. So supporting, this is the energy challenging you, is yes, you can see that this is your desire. You can see that there's a passionate new beginning that you want to maybe offer. But there has been a breakdown in stability. There's been a lot of conflict. There's been a lot of pain, and there's been a lot of stagnancy, like no movement. But I did see that Tower energy, which is in the hidden, which means it hasn't happened yet, but it could, right? It could present itself to you. Okay, let's see what you can pull down from at the present time. So what can you pull down from to assist you at the present time? What can Sag pull down from to assist them at the present time? What can Sag pull down from to assist them at the present time in the situation? What can Sag pull down from to assist them? What can Sag pull down from? Mother of Cups, so love. And Seven of Pentacles. Nurture growth. You can nurture growth, right? Queen of Cups, unconditional love. You can nurture growth. Little by little. You nurture it, things grow. Right? Little by little. And then Mother of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So lending into action, right? Lending into fire energy. Which is so interesting. Sag might not be your sun sign, because Saggies know how to take action. The Hermit. There's that more insight is needed, right? About unconditional love and how you nurture and grow things, how you sustain them. Oh, that's interesting. Spirit is saying more insight is needed about unconditional love and how you sustain things. Like, what threads are you pulling on? Are you pulling on common threads and things that unite, or pulling on threads that separate? Oh. Are you pulling on ones that lead to transformation? The butterfly is a symbol of transformation. Interesting. So this is what you can pull down from right now, is more insight. Yeah. Which will lead to a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, and something solid, something stable, something sustainable, where there's not a back and forth or a energy of indecision. It's like, I know what I commit to, and I know why, and I know how, and then I do, right? Okay, let's see what you don't see coming. Let's see, can I see what Saggy doesn't see coming? Oop. What does Sag not see coming? So this could be that hidden energy. What do you not see coming? Sag, what does Sag not see coming? What does Sagittarius not see coming? Let's do two more. What does Sag not see coming? Five of Wands, 10 of Wands, Priestess. I feel like you're going to gain insight regarding, like, I feel like things are going to be illuminated to you. Regarding your own, so Five of Wands can be like an internal conflict. It can be a form of self-sabotage. 10 of Wands is heaviness, about the heaviness, right? Self-sabotage about the heaviness. So of this situation, and I feel like you're going to gain clarity on this. Literally on this Priestess card, it says darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. Darkness into darkness. So it's like, what are those threads that you've been pulling on? And how have they possibly been limiting you and self-sabotaging you and separating rather than uniting, right? Creating conflict within the self, but then also with another. Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Again, that indecision, how it's been a form of self-sabotage. And then behind it, how it's led to feelings of dissatisfaction, disharmony, missed opportunity, unhappiness. The Chariot, Palace of Cups. So I feel like when you have this realization, like, here is the opportunity to move towards love. The Chariot, Palace of Cups. But you got to get out of the indecision, which is a form of self-sabotage. And I feel like you're going to realize this in your Priestess energy, your High Priestess, your intuitive self. Interesting. I feel like I'm gonna pull from this one. So this is what you don't see coming. Can I get more about what Saggy doesn't see coming? Self. Yeah, there it is. The understanding, like taking a look within the self and then look at communicating. There it is. You're going to have understanding of the self, about how your indecision and not taking action has actually been a form of self-sabotage. Okay. Let's get your potential outcome. Potential outcome for Sag. Can I see potential outcome for Sag? And remember, the potential outcome is the one placement that is most likely to change, because it's based on energy, right? And tarot doesn't dictate action, you do, right? You make your own choices, you determine your own outcome. But if all the energies remain where they presently are, this is the most likely outcome, okay? So keep that in mind. And if you don't like the potential outcome, then change it, right? That's in your power, that's in your control. All right, can I see a potential outcome for Sag? Potential outcome for Sag. Three of Wands, looking towards the future. Ooh, the Empress. And Five of Wands. Yeah, you're no longer going to self-sabotage. You're overcoming the self-sabotage. You're moving into a state of empowerment, the Empress. And you're looking towards the future with hope and desire. The Empress could be you. I feel like it's you. I feel like it could be this other individual, this other energy. Both fit. But you're getting out of that state of self-sabotage. You're standing in empowerment and you're looking towards the future with hope and with anticipation for it. You're not just waiting on it, right? You have anticipation for it and you're hopeful about it. Yeah, you're standing empowered. You're standing empowered to take action. Daughter of Wands, yeah, to take action. To communicate. Oh, and this one has blooming flowers. So whatever the communication is that you put forth, it has the ability to grow. Remember that Seven of Pentacles where I said, like, nurture little by little by little? This, by communicating, right? By taking those small actions, it will grow and grow and grow. And I'm seeing that this communication is going to lead to growth, and it's going to get you out of this, like, entrapment. Right? Yeah, it's going to transform. You're showing me the Death again, which death is transformative. One cycle is going to close out and it's going to transform into something new, right? Something that's sustainable. Anything else for Sag for the potential outcome? That's too many, Spirit. There's that transformation though. There's the transformation. And then we have the Moon, Temperance. So healing has been underneath your Moon. It is available to you. I feel like there's something else, Spirit. The transformation, yeah. Two of Pentacles, the decision. Getting out of that state of indecision. Shelter. Yeah, getting out of that state of like that feeling like you need to protect yourself. Learn. And beginning. Yeah. And breathe. Breathe. Breathe at the present time. There is a new beginning here, but it requires you to take a look at the self and to gain insight into, we all self-sabotage in ways, right? It looks like Spirit is showing you your way of self-sabotage is not making decisions or remaining in states of indecision. And Spirit saying, no, learn about those things. And communicate. And a new beginning is available. What do you want this connection to be? Yeah, wounded warrior. There may be wounds, but there's a lot of love. Queen of Cups, unconditional love. What do you want this situation to be? And what threads are you going to pull on? Are they going to be threads that unite or that separate? All right, Sag, very interesting reading. I hope that it helped you. Take care during this time, and I hope to connect with you soon. Take care.